Hello, hello. Second day. We are starting a strong streak. Okay, welcome. So this is my second day. I'm building a daily AI automation until I get hired. Yay, so if you have a job, don't hesitate to contact me. So what are we doing today? So yesterday we did automated LinkedIn posts from a Google Sheet in which you inputted your ideas into. And today I thought maybe I want to help like all the job seekers like me. So I built an automated flow in which I've used Apify, which is a cloud scraper platform, to scrape LinkedIn for jobs automatically, import those into my automation flow, and afterwards build custom cover letters based on my resume for each of them in order for to make my life a bit easier when applying, I guess. So this is my flow. I've used make.com again. It gave me a bit of some troubles, so it took me some hours to figure this out, but I think I finally did. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in on my website in more detail, but in a short form, I've used Apify, which is a cloud scraper platform. It's very easy to set up. You just have to like create an account, get your API token. You can find this in settings, API and integrations, and it's here. Copy that, I guess. Then we're gonna add our first step, which is Apify run an actor. You're gonna connect your API token. You'll do this in the first step. I already did it, so it's no point in me doing it again. Then you'll need to locate an actor. So the way Apify works is they have a public library with a lot of actors, they call them. This can have a lot of use cases. In my case, I wanted a LinkedIn scraper. You can find all sorts of scrapers, Instagram scrapers, Twitter scrapers, etc. I was interested in LinkedIn because that's where I get my main job information from. As you can see, I tried two of them. Firstly, I tried this one, but it wasn't that good. I mean, the information I received was very scarce and incomplete, and I searched for another one, and I ended up going with this one. Oh, yeah, it's free, so that was, as you can guess, my main search criteria. The only thing you need from here is the ID, which you can find in the URL of the actor. You're gonna have to input it here. Then you just need a simple JSON string in which you will input location, country, and query. I mean, depending on in which domain you work in. So I work in marketing, so that's what I wanted to search. This is really easy to get to. This is the first step. This will access the actor and scrape the website LinkedIn for jobs. Then we're gonna create another step, which is called get dataset items. This will get all the information, like the raw data that is pulled by the actor, and convert it into a JSON string, because we work in JSON in make.com. That's what it needs, so that's what we need to fit it. It's really simple to set up, and for datasets, you just select the dataset ID from the first step. As you can see, there's a lot of things here, but you only need this one, the dataset ID. Format is JSON. Limit is like how many results you want to receive. I've put 10 because I'm not trying to do something very crazy right now. Okay, moving on. Then we need a tools module in which we're going to select the information we need from the previous step, because as you can see we have a lot of things that are like pulled and we don't need any of that. So I've just selected the things that are important for me, like URL, job title, company name, etc., job description. You need those, and we're gonna group them into one big conglomerate called jobs. No. Then we're gonna need an iterator step module. This will, like as I said, will group the previous step into jobs. Okay, moving on. Now it gets interesting. We're gonna need a transform to JSON step in which I feed it a set formula, like a set JSON formula. This was blank at the beginning. So here we need to select the IDs, like the exact IDs from our data set. So job description, job title, company name. You find them in this one. It's very easy to set up. Cool. Nice. Moving on. So moving on, like the information we receive right now is a JSON string, but this is pretty, like, as you can see, it's messy. I mean, the structure is there, but as you may or may not know, on LinkedIn, when there's a long job description, you have to click on show more if you want to read it all. And of course the scraper doesn't, like, it just picks up text, right? So of course it's gonna pick up the show more, show less, and the huge space in between. And of course make.com doesn't like this. I mean, it looks a bit messy. So we want to get rid of this space in order to have a clean piece of code. That's why I've added a text parser with a replace function. So this will remove the show more, show less spaces in order for us to get some clean code. Text is job description because that's what interests us, right? Like this bit. Only this one is the problem. The other ones are okay. It's getting an error right now, but ignore it. It works, trust me. I don't know what upset it this time. Because as you can see, the input JSON string is correct. I mean, the structure is fine. Cool. So pretty easy until now. Hope it makes sense. I will detail it more on my website. So, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you remember from the previous day, now we're gonna send the information to an AI. Last time I used a free one I found online, but after doing some more research into the free options we have, there isn't like a lot of them available online without further tinkering and creating your own interfaces. And I decided that if I'm gonna do this, I mean, for indefinite as of right now, I need some form of a permanent thing I could rely on. So in my case right now, I decided to build an AI interface locally for me using HuggingFace. So HuggingFace is similar to Apify in the sense that it's a big, like, forum thing in which you can find a lot of like AI models, free, paid, whatever you want. It's, I wouldn't say it's complicated, but it takes a bit of time until you wrap your head around it. For me, not being necessarily that big of a technical person, it took a bit of time to get used to, but it's in the end it's really simple. So as I said, I created my own AI instance on my computer, I'm using a model from here which is free, so yeah, I don't have any more issues moving forward. But you are free to customize this whatever in whatever way works for you. Okay, so I'm gonna feed my local machine the JSON string using the information we scraped. So this is from the last step, this one, the IDs and everything. So we just pull job description, job title, company, and for resume you can write whatever. I didn't even like, I work in marketing, I'm not a software engineer, but this is for testing purposes only. So you can make this as long as short as you want to, just, I don't know, feed it everything. Okay, so this will send it to our local machine, my local machine, for processing. And afterwards, very simple, I'm used to Slack, so I'm always online, chronically online, as you might call it. So I'm sending it to Slack, basically. And what you'll receive is, just a sec. So the thing is, it's not really the information we receive right now. Like, for me this wasn't that important because I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this for applying to jobs. I just wanted to prove the functionality of it. So as you can see, we receive job title, the link, which is pretty important for applying, and the cover letter that we talked about, right? So based on the information I fed it, it wrote a cover letter. So if you read through it a bit, you can see that the formatting is wrong, the wording is a bit weird, it's a bit short. Obviously all these things can like be tinkered with. You can make it as specific you want, you can feed it all the info you want. For me right now, as I'm doing this daily, it was important to like prove that it can work, prove that it can pull info into Slack, and from here on forward everyone is free to like take what I've worked with and tinker it to perfection. As you can imagine, I'm a bit not necessarily pressed by time, but I just want to see it work and like hand off the glove to the next person to like perfect it. If I'm not doing it myself, because I might come back to this in my free time and like make it a perfect steroid applying to jobs machine. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of it. I mean, it looks very simple when I explained it like this in 10-15 minutes, but yeah, if you're not a technical person, it might take you a bit of time. Hope my guide through helped you. Obviously I'm gonna have this in a written form on my blog, so it's easier. I'm gonna have all the formulas, all the strings with screenshots and everything, so it's easier to follow there rather than just listening to me yapping about this. And hey, cool, thank you guys, thank you for watching. And yeah, let's not forget the main purpose of this action. Actually, it's not the sole purpose of it. It's I would call that like the main purpose of this is me learning new stuff and like us learning it together, because this is pretty interesting. I mean, we're moving forward technologically very fast and we gotta adapt, and this I think will become a very big part of our lives. It is already, but yeah, the other aspect of it is me getting a job. So if you have a project you want us to collaborate on, if you have a job, don't hesitate to reach out. Cool, thank you, and yeah, see you tomorrow.